Will this be a trap game or not a trap game for the Titans at the Commanders?
Well, before we do this, let's define trap, because
that's fine. Yeah, I like that. I'll let you define trap.
One thing that we talked about, you have gone on record to say that a divisional game cannot be a trap game, and that is a bold-faced lie, because I have numerous times given examples of trap games that are divisional trap games.
That's why this conversation is always a classic between us, because we have different definitions of trap games. I don't think a divisional game can be a trap game because of the importance of every divisional game. That doesn't mean that if you lose the game, it's because you got trapped. It's because you lost a game against a divisional opponent that are typically close, hard to win football games that every coach and player around the NFL will tell you. So
trap is defined by lesser opponent. You don't have a trap game when you have an opponent that is equal or greater to your skill set. A lesser opponent can be the Texans, who suck. It can be the Jags, who notoriously have been bad. And we've seen trap games in that sense. Now, the Commanders, and the reason why we bring this up is the Commanders, they fit this description initially based on them being a bad football team. That's why we were talking about this in general. Right. So the bye brings a caveat, but let's get to the chat. Darren starts off with a lot of exclamation points after saying the Admiral Akbar, "That's a trap." And so Darren believes that it is a trap. 100% trap game from Steven. Jay says this is a crap game, which is also funny. Maserati Mac, who we love that Facebook name. Trap game right there. Not a trap. Lost to the Giants already from Jason, but the Giants are 3-1. You got to remember, Jason, this ain't the last couple of year Giants.
Yeah, good. Congrats for your wins over the Panthers, and I forget who else they played. Maybe the Commanders. I forget who else the Giants beat.
Jonathan says it's a trap. Only Memphis says no trap from Matthew, no trap from Xavier. It's a trap from Jarrett. It's a trap from Steven. Trap game from Andrew. It's a trap from Ronald. Rooney says not. So we're going back and forth. Jake says it's not a trap game when you've struggled to make it to 2-2. How about that? So I think we stop on Jake's comment real quick, because I do think that Jake has a point. The 2-2 factors into what this is. Now, the Titans are better than the Commanders on paper. We'll find out on the field at Sunday at high noon. But because of the record, I do think that that's intriguing, because to get to 2-2, you've got to do something. You got to lose 2 games and win 2 games. But then you're at 2-2. A loss then puts you at 2-3, below 500, heading into the bye.
Yep.
The bye makes this the most interesting point, because here's how I define a trap.
Okay.
A trap is you overlooking a lesser opponent for something else. Now, what does something else represent? Usually it represents a bigger game, a bigger opponent, a more meaningful game. In this case, I would probably define this as a trap game later in the season on the other side of a bye, because you needed to get healthy. But the fact of the matter is this is week 5. So in my opinion, this is not a trap.
Ooh.
This is not a trap.
Ooh.
Because the bye does not represent in week 6, which is their bye, that does not represent the same meaning of a bye in week 12 or week 11 or week 10, in which you're probably needing that bye even more to get healthy. So to answer this question, this is not a trap game for the Tennessee Titans. I think they can. I'm not going to say will. I will. I will say that they will. I believe that they will take care of business and not make this a trap game. You know, you can think about this on the other side. It's a trap game if they lose, right? But we don't have that knowledge yet.
Right.
I don't think this is a trap game overall because of where the bye is placed, and I think that is impactful on the other side of this game.
All right, I'm going to go with a little meteorology for everybody to tell you what I think about this game. This is a trap game watch. A trap game watch because it has all the ingredients needed to be a trap game.